Hello everyone, what is up and welcome back to yet another Leeds United based video on the channel. I hope you are well. I've got a long script here on my tablet which I'll be reading some stuff off of. So this video isn't 33 minutes long like it was when I just tried to record this now. So this is take 2, so I hope you enjoy this. The 2018-19 season was the best chance of promotion that Leeds United have had since relegation in 2003 to 2004. And the announcement of Bielsa as the manager shortly after Heckingbottom being sacked was a massive shock to me. I thought that it'd just be another run-of-the-mill, average, borderline League One quality manager who just had no ambition and no drive to progress the club that he was at and was kind of just there for a paycheck. The fact that we've kept him is pretty much the saving grace of the summer for Leeds fans, obviously with some players leaving the club and not much happening in terms of, players coming in. Now, even though under Christensen, Heckingbottom and Monk we had some poor seasons because, we finished 13th in one season and 7th, just missing out on the playoffs in another. So the idea of getting into the playoffs was quite a big ask for us. However, the fact that we were the longest running team in the league who were in the top 2 the whole season, even longer than Sheffield United, Norwich and even West Brom, is annoying, because it shows that something went very, very wrong throughout the season, or even towards the end of the season, which obviously the latter is what the answer is. So, losses against Sheffield United, Birmingham and Stoke, I'd say, are the key ones, and obviously the draw against Aston Villa towards the end of the season. That was a pretty demoralising game. Oh my god, that was a game and a half. You can go back and you can watch my vlog. That was an insane game to be a Leeds United fan. The whole wheels came off. We played really well. We kept closing Aston Villa down. They weren't that much of a threat. And then I think it was 72nd minute, Mateusz Klich scores, and then Hurahan tries to pull a Kane and choke slam him through the pitch. And the fight broke out and it was mad, and then we ended up conceding the goal on Bielsa's wishes, and I understand why he did it. I understand that obviously the media is a massive part of football nowadays. People basically live and die by social media nowadays. That's just the way of life, and if someone sees Leeds United are bad on a headline, if enough people see it, and if they see it enough times, they are going to believe it. Okay, so I'm going to do a player breakdown now. I'm going to quickly run over each individual player who I thought was key to Leeds United's campaign last season. Kemar Roofe, obviously, very key. Top scorer, I think he got 15 goals. And he did make me feel a lot more secure in terms of when he was playing up front, for a reason which I will come on to in a bit. But he was injured for a good portion of last season, and we would have definitely needed him against Derby in the playoff semi-final leg 2. I'm not saying that he's the reason why we lost that game. I'm not saying that at all. There were so many other reasons why we lost that game, but he would have definitely helped, and he could have helped us even the odds, I would say. Patrick Bamford, arguably the most controversial player at Leeds United right now. He gets a lot of stick, and some of it I understand. Yep. He has missed a lot of chances. He's arguably the Torres of Leeds United at some points. But I understand that there is a lot of pressure for him. This is his 9th professional football team he's been at. And considering that he's 26, he's going to be very, very sceptical over where his future lies. So he will want to bust his ass to play and really cement his position in a team like this. And obviously when there's competition like Kemar Roofe and Tyler Roberts, it's going to be very difficult for you. Tyler Roberts, not going to spend much time on him because he didn't spend much time playing. However, decent substitute player, played well in the number 10 role when he needed to, good hold-up play. I'd say he's going to be a future England international, and I think that under Bielsa, maybe for this season, hopefully next season if we get promoted, he will turn into a decent player. I don't know if he's going to be, like Premier League quality yet, but I think that he has a chance, and if he sticks and works at his game, he's going to end up getting there. Jack Harrison. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just want to apologise to Jack Harrison because he has massively stepped it up. because I've seen his videos on Instagram. He's been working with personal trainers, training like nobody's business every day this summer, and he has not had a break, it seems. And he's clearly motivated to do well. And I understand that he's going to want to put right the things he didn't do correctly last season. He performed well at stages. However, he wasn't as bad as I ever made him out to be. I was just very frustrated because of the sudden influx of signings that we were making, and he didn't change the world for us, but that's my naivety as a football fan at points. Pablo Hernandez, the wizard himself, oh my god. Oh, Jesus. He had a really good season, apart from the last 3 or 4 games. The last 3 or 4 games was the definition of the tyres falling off of a wagon and then the wagon just toppling off of a cliff edge. In the last 3 or 4 games he was clearly burnt out, and he didn't perform to a tenth of the degree that he was playing at earlier in the season. He was quality for us at points, and I understand that he's 34 and he's getting on, and he does need other players who are younger, faster, stronger to be the focus of the attack, and the fact that sometimes it was put all on him isn't fair. Jack Clarke and Jamie Shackleton, I'll do these two as a pair. Brilliant breakout seasons for the two of them. Really happy with how they are. I'm annoyed that Jack Clarke has gone to Tottenham for £9 million because I like homegrown talent, what can I say? Considering that both of them played really well in the limited amount of game time that they were given, I mean, I'd see both of them as future England internationals. I think that they have both got bags and bags of potential. Stuart Dallas. Oh my god, this bloke is the epitome of a super sub. He came on numerous times when people got injured and suspended and filled their role really well. Really good quality substitute. Very versatile, very passionate. I mean, he scored 2 goals against Derby for us. Leeds United signed a new player last year, and he goes by the name of Jesus Christ, the man who turns water into wine, the man who cleaned the feet of, the 12 disciples or whatever. Also known as Calvin Phillips. I mean, the religious anecdote was awful. 2 seasons ago, this kid could not get into the first team because he just was not good enough. He didn't know his role, he was just a bog-standard midfielder, and he didn't have that cemented focus in what kind of role that he wanted to pursue. As soon as Bielsa comes in, he became a defensive rock. He's just so consistent. He's so consistent in his tackling, his interception, and there is nobody at Leeds United who is as good at distribution from set pieces as Calvin Phillips, and that's a fact. And if we can keep him this season, God is with us. His dad is with us. Adam Forshaw and Matthias Klich, I'm going to do these two together because they kind of had a similar role. Adam Forshaw was okay at points, not when he tried to fill in for Calvin Phillips because he just wasn't good. I remember when Calvin Phillips got suspended and he had to fill the role. He just wasn't that great at Middlesbrough, and here he's been more attacking based and he should stay that way. He should be a backup for Klich. Matthias Klich, workhorse, absolute workhorse, played every single game last season, consistent passing, scored some of the best goals that I've seen while at a Leeds United game live. Obviously the goal against Sheffield Wednesday was amazing and rated the goal of the season last year by, I think it was the Leeds United board or something like that. Alioski, the Duracell Bunny, great contributor at the back end of the season. Great left back replacement for Douglas, stepped up when he needed to, and he can just run for days, but he also does play really well in that left back role, and I think he's actually surpassed Douglas in terms of quality there, so I hope that Bielsa plays him at that position again this season. We've got the defence. I'm going to do the defence in one big clump because Alioski was kind of defence but kind of midfield, so I separated him. Luke Ayling, decent. definitely a club hero. All the fans love him, and I think that he's a good captain at points. Sometimes he's a bit iffy on the ball and looks a bit uncomfortable and looks a bit like Bambi on ice because he doesn't know where to play the ball. Considering that we got him for like 400k from Bristol a few years ago, he's definitely a good investment in my opinion. Liam Cooper, Jesus Christ, this bloke was incredible for 98% of last season. He was fantastic, amazing, really, really good. His passing was fantastic, his tackling was on par with the likes of Phillips, and he was so composed. He offered that composure that Luke Ayling lacked at points. The only thing that knocked his performance was the arrival of Kiko Casilla, unfortunately. But I will come on to him later. Pontus Jansson, touchy subject there, left to Brentford for $5.5 million. I don't know what Radrizzani's thinking. Apparently we didn't need the money, so why sell him? Why? He was key for us last season. He played when his knee was nearly the other way. You can't buy compassion like that. I'm sorry, Radrizzani, but you can't. And I think that he, 90% of the time, was an asset to the team. Sometimes he rolled around on the floor and didn't play too well when he didn't get his own way. But overall, he was a great asset to the team. Barry Douglas was iffy. I would say that he's not been a great signing for us from Wolves. I think we got him for $3 million. There were rumours initially that we were going to get him for 6 or 7. Not worth 7 in my opinion. I think that 3's maximum the amount that he's worth, and I really do despair at that fact because I think that at the start of the season he was good, he was solid for us, but then he dropped off. I don't know whether he's not adapted well to Bielsa ball, but I hope that he can build up some momentum next season. Kiko Casilla was an interesting signing, and he just wasn't up to par. I feel like the pressure got to him, or he lost passion. Especially in the semi-final playoff leg 2, he just wasn't in it. He made consistent mistakes, getting in the way of Cooper, coming out way too far, which I hope to God that he stops this season. I've seen that Bielsa's putting stuff in place, but I just hope he listens to Bielsa. Bailey Peacock-Farrell, unfortunate that he's left to Burnley, but $3.5 million again for an internationally capped goalkeeper is not great. I feel like, again, another bit of a panic sale because obviously he said that he didn't want to be a number 2. And Bailey Peacock-Farrell was okay at points. Obviously he saved a few games for us and he was pretty quality. He was decent with his feet, something that Kiko doesn't seem to be. His distribution is not great, but overall I thought that Peacock-Farrell played better than Kiko did. Maybe that's unfair because Kiko only had about 14 to 15 games, but I did prefer Peacock-Farrell overall, and I hope to God that Kiko proves me wrong this season. Apparently there's a clause in his contract that says he can go back to Spain, and if he does, that's a bit of a cop-out, and I think that, that'd show that he didn't really care about the club and didn't have the ambition. Overall, an okay season. Very disappointing at points, but amazing at others. A season which has definitely been exciting, definitely not boring in any way, shape or form, and I'm really, really glad that I've got nearly 40 videos to commemorate that season because it was one of the best experiences of my life. Also, the Leeds United series has helped me acquire a significant number of subscribers and views from my channel. I am so thankful that I'm nearly 100 subscribers. I know that that is literally peasant numbers in comparison to the people who are in the millions. And yeah, it is, unfortunately. But, considering that I was struggling to get to 50 subscribers before last season started, and now I'm near 100, that is insane. Thank you everyone who's responded to my videos with such kindness and given me really nice comments. I really do appreciate it, and I think that I will probably from now on shout out people who give me really nice comments because I think that those people deserve recognition over those who try and put me down. Finally, before I go, I'm going to be talking about transfers. I think that Helder Costa is a fantastic signing for us, and I think that he's going to be quality. Ben White, I'm a bit iffy on. He's quite young, and obviously he's significantly less experienced than Janssen, but I think that the English link up with the likes of Luke Ayling and Calvin Phillips. I don't think that he'll feel like a fish out of water. The young lad from Carlisle, don't really know much about him. I hope he's good. I hope he turns into another Tyler Roberts who's got bags of potential and then ends up being like a Jack Clark. Hopefully we don't sell him. But, you know, I think that we've done okay business, but we needed to get another striker, obviously, in light of Kemar Roof leaving, Bailey Peacock-Farrell leaving, Janssen leaving. We need to really bolster the team. I'm going to predict where I think Leeds United are going to finish next season. I think we're going to finish second, a solid second place. I think we'll finish maybe 6-9 points above third place. I think we'll probably just miss out on the title, but I think that we will comfortably get second place. If you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash the like button down below, subscribe for more videos like this, and until my next video, I will see you guys when I see you guys. Love you all, stay safe, and peace.